السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى أصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. Inshallah, today's episode will be a short episode, and of course, the title is يقول أحدهم حطوا كمزرعا في العبدالي. So basically, Abdali is like a place in Kuwait, and basically, so one of the people who with one of the accusations of about the Shaykh Hafidahullah is that he's given a farm. This is it in Abdali. This is a place in Kuwait. So let's see the story.
حدث معي عندك مزرعة في العبدلي. هذا موقف طريف الحقيقة. في واحد قال لي أحد الأخوة ترى فلان سالم طويل معطينا مزرعة في العبدلي.
So basically, this is like a funny story which happened. That one of the people said about me that they gave you a farm in Abdali.
أنا ذاك ما كنت ذهبت العبدلي في حياتي قط. عمري ما رحت العبدلي. فضلا يكون عندي مزرعة. بعدين رحت لها مرة واحدة عزمني ومرة ضيعت رايح حق مخيم ما شفت نفسي ولا مكتوب العبدلي العراق. هذه مرتين في حياتي العبدلي.
So Sheikh Taweel Hafidahullah, of course, back when this was said about him, he didn't ever went to Abdali in his life. So of course, and after that, later, couple of years later, he was invited in that area, Abdali, and in the second time, basically he got lost in Al Abdali, Iraq, and of course back then the border security was not like how it is today.
بس هذا ما يقول معطينا مزرعة في العبدلي. فالصاحب قال لا مو صحيح. قال لا صحيح في تويتر مزرعة.
So basically, when this was asked, right? When this was said to him, Hafidullah, he said, "I don't have any like a farm in Abdali." So the guy he said that no, it is there on Twitter. And of course, this was like when social media was evolving, and Twitter basically was in which every news basically was spread on Twitter, of course, especially rumors.
قال والله العظيم مو صح. قال لا تحلف. قال الحين نشوف سالم الطويل نسأل. دخلوا علي عندك مزرعة؟ قلت لا والله ما عندي أصلا عبدلي ما رحت بحياتي.
So basically, this was like a discussion between two guys. So a guy who knew Sheikh already, basically, he said that no, he doesn't have a farm in Abdali. So then the other person said, let's don't swear. Let's basically ask Salem himself. That's it. And don't swear you basically are no, I have saw it in Twitter. So this person says that's us Salem. So then these two guys basically ask the Sheikh Hafidahullah. That's it. That is there any farm in Abdali? Sheikh Salem then says, no, I haven't went to Abdali at all in my life.
ذاك تعجب. قال والله ما عندك مزرعة. كل الكلام ان عندك مزرعة معطينك مزرعة. قلت والله كان معطيني وانا ما ادري. بس تدري شلون اشهدوا يا جماعة اذا كان عندي مزرعة بالعبدلي تراها هدية لك.
So Sheikh Taweel he says that I don't have a farm in Abdali, but if then this person said no, it's all spread on social media and Twitter and so on and so forth. So Sheikh Taweel then said, if let's just say basically for the namesake, basically if there is a farm in Abdali, then look everyone, be a witness that look, this is a gift for you.
قال شلون؟ قلت والله لك هدية أبد. لكن انظر إلى حال هؤلاء وطريقتهم وافتراءهم. طيب لماذا هذا الافتراء؟
So Sheikh Salem Taweel basically then reiterated himself and said that basically of course about that in front of the other guys that look this is about this is a gift you take take that farm in Abdali as a gift. Of course, actually, Sheikh doesn't have it, but of course, in a hypothetical way, because let's just say, as you are claiming meaning that I have, then take it as a gift. Then, of course, then Sheikh says that as you can see, the way they accuse you and the accusations which up with. As you can see, this is one of the how is the what is this accusation?
هل هذا من الدين؟ هل هذه الطريقة للمناقشة؟ هل هذه الطريقة للرد؟ هل لأني رديت عليك تروح تألف علي وتكذب؟ ليش؟
Sheikh Salim Mutawil then says that is this from religion? Is this you basically just because I is this way of debating? Is this way of discussion that just because I refuted you, you start to basically utter stuff about me, which is not there.
تكلم بالحق. ترى دين الله ما يحتاج لكذب. دين الله آيات بينات موعظة المتقين. دين الله عز وجل دليل قال الله قال رسوله.
Look, the religion of Allah doesn't need of any lie. It's not in need of any lie. The religion of Allah is that you basically speak the truth, say the truth, and the religion of Allah is taken from the Quran and the Sunnah, the Dalil, the Ayat and the Hadith. That's the religion of Allah.
قرر ما عندك من المسائل العقدية المنهجية بالعبادات في الشرع بالدليل بالكتاب والسنة بالأثر.
So affirm what you have in terms of the aqidah which you have and the manhaj which you believe in, right? From the Quran and the Sunnah and from the Athar, then the Quran and the Sunnah, the Ayat and the Hadith.
فعل الصحابة مش بالافتراء على الناس لكن نسأل الله العافية. على كل حال اللي
So then Sheikh Salim Mutawil and says that instead of you basically coming up with accusations and character assassinating anyone who basically refutes you in such a way.
الدعوة مفتوحة. اللي يثبت ان عندي مزرعة في العبدلي او بالوفرة او استراليا اي مكان انا لا املك مزرعة ولا ابوي رحمة الله عليه ولا عمامي الخمسة ولا اخوي ما كان اخوي عنده مزرعة بعد ما قال لي ما عندنا مزارع.
Then of course Salim Mutawil says that my challenge, my offer still stands. That anyone who basically could prove to me that that I have a farm in Abdali, in so and so place, in Australia, in anywhere in the world. This is it. And of course then Sheikh says that my father rahimahullah didn't have a farm, my 5 uncles didn't have a farm, my brothers don't have a farm, neither do I have a farm. Nobody in my family has a farm.
ولا أخذنا مزارع وأزيدكم من الشعر بيت وأنا لست بشاعر. لو أعطوني مزرعة والله ما أبي أقسم بالله ألزم معي دروس في مسجدي لا أروح مزارع وإذا رحت زيارة بالسنة مرة وليش أشغل نفسي بالمزرعة. لكن سبحان الله هكذا يفترون والله جل وعلا عنده الحساب والله المستعان.
Then finally Sheikh Salim Taweel ends with a very beautiful note that says that I here by first mentioned to you a poem, like a bait, and even though I'm not a poet, is that I swear by Allah that if I'm given a farm in Abdali or anywhere else, I don't want it. Then of course then Sheikh Salim Taweel says that I stick to my durus in the masajid and teaching the people, and basically continue my life like that. Instead of me basically being involving myself in buying farms and busying myself with buying farms and keeping it. And then finally, Sheikh Salem Taweel said that, like, وَعِنْدَ اللَّهِ الْحِسَابِ. To Allah is the accountability. Basically, anyone who is accusing all of this on the day of judgment, basically, I leave his matter to Allah, so that Allah holds that person accountable for what he has accused me of. Then finally, Allah's help is so. Of course, now this accusation, basically to be specific, was not relevant to the brothers sisters in the West. But however, basically, like, you will find when you are a da'iya that you get accused of various things. This is it. And recently, there basically on Instagram there is a video of a brother called Yahya. Like, in that he basically openly basically said that, like, basically explained the hadith of like a hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam about obeying the Muslim rulers and so on and so forth. So in that also the brother said that, Wallahi, I swear by Allah that we do not get 7K paychecks that of. That's it. So it's like, basically, because people, right, they accuse you of getting paychecks from XYZ entity, so and so entity, so and so government. That's because you go against their mindset, against their ideology, against their belief. Allah understand. So it's very clear that your ideology is not correct if you are basically going out there and accusing others of what you are accusing of. And that means your own ideology is not clear. It's not correct. This is it. And of course, Dajjal haqiqatan at the topmost, basically. Allah understand. So with that, we'll conclude here for today. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.